Beautiful people, I hope you are taking care of yourself in today's world. We have prepared quite a bit of notes for today's video. This is an important reality creation video, and one that could potentially give you a paradigm shifting way of thinking and carrying yourself, especially in this new year, which, real quick, I am going on a brief water fast tonight into tomorrow. Going to be getting prayer in, going to be journaling, going to be making this video for you. I advise you to take the new year coming very seriously. This is what I did last year and the year prior. Going into the new year, you want to set the right intentions for your year. That's a different topic, but today we are talking about reality creation. Here's the notes, y'all. The secret to reality creation is tapping into your unconscious or the subconscious mind. 90% of the things you do, how you feel, the way you act is in your unconscious. 10% of what you do on a day-to-day basis is making conscious decisions. These percentages are rough estimates, but I wanted to hit through your guys' psyche here by saying that it is very important to understand that your preconditioned experiences, the things you've dealt with in your life, the way your parents treated you, the way your friends treated you, all of these different experiences have shaped you into an identity that you hold today, and one that is very difficult to break, especially if you were like me, who experienced probably 23 years of subconscious programming because I was just completely unaware of our mind's ability to shape our situations. So, real quick, my second point here, and I also have a quote from The Power of Now at a specific point in this video, so stay tuned. That book is by Eckhart Tolle. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Hopefully you guys have heard of that one, but I was reading that one today. But on to the next point. Most of your subconscious mind has been pre-programmed by your childhood upbringing, your relationships, your traumas with your parents. A huge part of the person you are is the identity that you've told yourself that you are. Things have happened to all of us, whether this is traumatic, something has happened in your life that has caused you to identify with that story. Maybe you received terrible grades in school and you identify with struggling to absorb information. Maybe you were a certain kind of person in high school or whatever the case was when you were younger. The younger ages are definitely the things that you need to become most aware of, because this is where you became shaped into the person you are. Of course, you may be expanding and evolving and dropping some of those habits that you've had, but ultimately the programming is still within you, so you need to recognize this. But you could have identified as a certain person for a very long time, and that shaped the way you acted in this world. The truth is, as well, is that many of us are being subconsciously programmed by mass media and the things that we consume. How many of you are on your phone every single day, subconsciously, literally you're brainless while you're scrolling on this phone, and information is just being thrown at you? Ways people are thinking are just being thrown at you. Things people are saying, acting, how they act, how they move, the things they do, their mannerisms, it's all being embedded into your mind. You need to be filtering out the things you're tuning into. This is why Semen Retention Kings, it's so important to break the frequency of pornography and anything surrounding that frequency, because it is altering your psyche. Just as TikTok, just as Instagram, just as YouTube, you tuning into this, it's all affecting your subconscious mind, and it is constantly being tuned. You are constantly acting out this role. Now, this is a big pointer that I real quick wanted to make. I had a lot of notes, so I'm like, really, if y'all want to see this, this is like so much information. But So basically, you're telling yourself things about yourself. This is back to the story that you are creating for yourself. You're telling yourself things about yourself to stay safe, to be normal, to fit in, so that no one looks at you differently. This is a huge thing in today's reality. Most people are carbon copies. Most people are just copying other people to fit in. It's a herd mentality. We've evolved this way. In order to bend your reality in your favor, you need to start analyzing your subconscious. Why do you react this way? Why do you associate with this, whatever it may be? Why do you feel like this when so-and-so happens? Becoming tuned in to the way you react, the way you think, the way you are is going to catapult you into the ability to be conscious in the now. This is where the quote comes in that I wanted to bring to you, The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle, really quick. Usually, the future is a replica of the past. Superficial changes are possible, but real transformation is rare and depends upon whether you can become present enough to dissolve the past by accessing the power of now. What you perceive as future is an intrinsic part of your state of consciousness now. If your mind carries a heavy burden of past, you will experience more of the same. The past perpetuates itself through lack of presence. The quality of your consciousness at this moment is what shapes the future, which of course can only be experienced as the now. And I felt that spoke to me today perfectly for this video for y'all. Moving forward into my next part of this video, begin programming your own subconscious mind in the now by being present. Become aware of the patterns you're following. Become aware of the things you're telling yourself and the story you're holding on to. Now, I've got some tips for you to move forward programming your subconscious mind. Journal often, okay? Write down the things you're feeling. Write down the patterns you're experiencing. Write down the manifestations you desire. What are your heart's desires? Change your routines. Break a cycle. Leave a note for yourself in front of a mirror. Meditate often. Ending over distraction. Ending the distractions. Trying to push away from the distractions. The distractions is what is causing you suffering. Because as The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle talks about, there is no suffering in the now. All problems are created by the future and the past. At this very moment, sit with yourself and ask yourself, is there a problem? Meditation is so key moving forward to be able to reprogram this subconscious mind. And I hope that this message reaches the right ears, because I believe I've given you an important breakdown of how to ascend and break those old cycles. Every experience, every happening, everything you've done, everything you've thought, everything you've felt, it is all shaped you to this exact moment, this exact identity. Remember, become aware of the patterns, become aware of the habits, the routines, the ways you've been feeling, the stories you're holding on to. And you will start to realize that your past is not you, the future is not you, the now is you, and that is the way to reprogram the subconscious mind. Just by being, you deserve the best reality there is. There's no part of you that needs to do more, just by being, and you will discover that when you are in the now. Peace.